Are you looking to cultivate true integrity in your life? In this video, we will explore the concept of integrity and the 10 key traits that define individuals who live their lives in alignment with this important value. Lesson 1. They consider the time of others. One of the most precious things we have is time. Buddhism views time as temporary and brief, with each moment passing and never coming back. As a result, squandering time is squandering an invaluable chance. Genuinely honest people appreciate the worth of time, both their own and that of others. They make sure that their contacts with others are meaningful and courteous by being conscious of how they spend their time. You show that you have a profound appreciation for other people when you show concern for their time. You understand that each person is traveling through life on their own terms, dealing with their own obstacles, and pursuing their own objectives. A person's life and energy are not valued when their time is wasted. On the other hand, an ethical person makes sure that everything they do has a purpose and doesn't needlessly cause disruptions, delays, or cancellations. In Buddhism, this quality is greatly influenced by mindfulness. Being mindful helps us approach every interaction with awareness and to be present in the moment. We honor other people's paths and recognize the sanctity of each moment when we are considerate of their time. Given our comprehension of the interdependence of all beings, this is an act of compassion. We know that respecting other people's time also respects their life. Lesson 2. They're sincere and real. Another essential quality of those who truly possess integrity is authenticity. Living a genuine and truthful life means exposing your actual self to the outside world without hiding or fear. In Buddhism, the idea of right speech, which is a component of the Noble Eightfold Path, is intimately associated with honesty. It is encouraged by right speech to talk honestly, free from deception, falsehoods, or offensive language. It teaches that honesty fosters harmony and promotes trust, and that our words have power. Those who possess genuine integrity are sincere. They don't put on masks to blend in or take advantage of circumstances. Rather, despite the challenges, they live a life consistent with their values. They know that integrity is the cornerstone of all wholesome relationships, whether they be with family, friends, or even with oneself. Being genuine is closely related to self-awareness and the Buddhist principle of letting go of false identities. You let go of the desire to pretend to be someone you're not when you are honest with yourself. You release attachments to flimsy attributes and acknowledge the ego's transience. Genuine human connection and genuine personal growth are made possible by this honesty. Lesson 3. They remain honest at all times. Honest people always speak the truth, no matter what consequences result. They know that telling the truth involves being sincere not just in words, but also in deeds and intentions. Being truthful is a fundamental Buddhist principle that promotes relationship harmony and inner serenity. It's about being faithful to what is true in every circumstance and living in accordance with truth. Being honest is not always simple. Sometimes, hiding behind a lie could feel more practical or less uncomfortable. On the other hand, lies cause discord in our relationships and within ourselves. Lies of any size can cause mistrust and a break in communication. Honest people know that the right course is always to tell the truth, even if it makes one uncomfortable. They establish a strong base of trust with others around them by speaking and acting in accordance with the truth. Buddhist teachings remind us that we are bringing ourselves into harmony with the universe's natural order when we practice truthfulness. We accept reality as it is without altering it in any way. This acceptance leads to wisdom, since we can only make compassionate and intelligent decisions when we have a clear understanding of the world. We can develop a mind free from the confusion and tension that lies caused by constantly speaking the truth. Lesson 4. They don't take advantage of others. True integrity is characterized by treating people fairly and with respect. Integrity prohibits manipulating or taking advantage of other people. They are aware that every person has inherent worth and that relationships need to be based on respect for one another rather than taking advantage of one another. The Buddhist concept of right intention exhorts us to behave with integrity, kindness, and compassion. When someone lives with integrity, their motivation comes from a sincere concern for others, not from self-interest. They are aware that their acts have karmic repercussions. Abusing or hurting others creates bad karma, but acting justly and compassionately creates good karma and improves their life. People with integrity understand that developing deep, enduring relationships is the path to true happiness and success, rather than taking advantage of others. They foster an atmosphere of trust and cooperation by behaving fairly and with respect toward others. This is in line with the interconnectedness message of Buddhism, which serves as a reminder that everyone is related to everyone else and that our actions have an equal impact on each of us. Lesson 5. People have faith in each other until they defy them. True integrity allows others to have the benefit of the doubt. Until someone shows them differently, they approach relationships with trust and openness, believing that people are generally nice. This quality shows a strong feeling of compassion and the conviction that everyone has the capacity to improve and be good. This method is consistent with the Buddhist teachings of non-judgment and the notion that all people are capable of development. Integrity fosters growth and constructive change, since it is a belief in others. They understand that everyone is on a unique spiritual path and that nobody is flawless. Rather than making snap judgments or treating others unfairly, they give them the opportunity to demonstrate their actual selves. This does not imply that they are gullible or unaware of bad behavior, though. Honest people are also intelligent. When someone has shown themselves to be unreliable, they are willing to modify their boundaries accordingly. This harmony is mirrored in Buddhism's right view practice, which is seeing the world objectively and without attachment or aversion, allowing compassion to coexist with discernment. Lesson 6. When they make a mistake, they apologize. An essential component of integrity is humility. Honest people don't hesitate to own up to their errors. They are aware that errors are inevitable in the human experience, and that accepting responsibility for one's faults is a show of strength rather than weakness. Admitting fault and pleading for pardon are strongly related to the Buddhist idea of right action. Acting in a morally upright, compassionate, and caring manner toward others is encouraged by right action. But Buddhism encourages us to own our mistakes, learn from them, and make apologies as needed when we inevitably fall short of these principles. Apologizing is a humble and self-aware gesture. It demonstrates our willingness to accept accountability for our deeds and our dedication to improving moving forward. We not only mend our connections with others, but also cleanse our own brains when we own up to our mistakes and sincerely work to make amends. Those who truly possess integrity are characterized by their openness to evolving and learning from their mistakes. Lesson 7. They are charitable to those in need. One of the main tenets of Buddhism is compassion, which also characterizes individuals of genuine integrity. They are thoughtful and kind, especially to those who are most in need. People with integrity support others in need, whether it's by lending a helping hand to someone in need or just being empathetic and understanding. The Buddhist term for practicing compassion is karuna, and it is regarded as one of the greatest qualities. In order to be compassionate, one must act to lessen the suffering of others in addition to having empathy for them. Kindness is a way of life, and those with integrity know that it should not be saved for particular situations or people. They know that helping others is its own reward, so they give kindness freely and without asking anything in return. This kindness is not limited to friends or family. It encompasses all living things. Regardless of their relationship, people with true integrity are aware of the suffering of others and try to be good to them whenever they can. This is consistent with the universal compassion teaching of Buddhism, which exhorts us to show love and respect to all living things. Lesson 8. They help others whenever they can. Compassion naturally leads to helping others, and honorable people prioritize helping others when they can. Buddhism's central practice is the idea of dana, or charity, giving to others, whether with our time, money, or support, generates good karma and strengthens our feeling of community, as Dana reminds us. Integrity-driven individuals recognize that it is our collective duty to assist one another. They offer assistance when they notice a need, rather than waiting for someone to ask for it. Their understanding of connection is reflected in their generosity of spirit. Buddhism views this connection as a reminder that as we are all woven together from the same universal fabric, when we help others, we are also benefiting ourselves. Buddhism teaches that true generosity is selfless. It is carried out really wanting to make other people's lives better rather than for attention or compensation. Help of this nature has a domino effect, bringing compassion and optimism to people everywhere. Integrity-driven people are aware of this ripple effect's strength and make an effort to meaningfully contribute to it. Lesson 9. Let them be gentle. In today's environment, modesty is a quality that is sometimes disregarded, but it is crucial to genuine integrity. Honest people don't take pride in their accomplishments or look to other people for approval. They don't feel the need to prove themselves to others, since they are confident in their own sense of value. In Buddhism, practicing humility and realizing impermanence are connected to modesty. Humbleness is regarded as an indication of wisdom in the Buddhist tradition. It conveys the knowledge that nothing in this life, not even our victories or setbacks, is permanent. Integrity-driven individuals understand that their inner ideals, not their outside achievements, define who they are. They lead simple lives and are unattached to wealth, prestige, or acknowledgement. They are able to establish sincere connections with people because of their modesty. They build connections based on equality and respect for one another, rather than elevating oneself over others. Buddhism views modesty as a lifestyle that upholds peace and lessens suffering because it releases us from the ego's incessant demand for approval and recognition. Lesson 10. They detect sadness in others. One of the most crucial characteristics of someone who truly possesses integrity is empathy. Even if someone tries to disguise their difficulties, they are able to detect them. This quality is intimately associated with the mindfulness and compassion practices of Buddhism. Being mindful enables us to live in the present moment to the fullest, seeing past the obvious and identifying the feelings of others around us. Honest people are sensitive to other people's needs. They detect when someone is in need of support and respond to it in a tactful and unobtrusive manner without waiting for them to voice their sorrow or ask for it. Their profound empathy and compassion are reflected in their capacity to recognize and address the pain of others. This type of mindfulness is a component of metta, or loving-kindness, practice in Buddhism. Metta inspires us to develop an open heart and show compassion and love to all living things. Integrity-driven individuals practice metta in their daily lives by being aware of the emotional needs of others, fostering a compassionate and understanding atmosphere. Through the prism of Buddhism, these 10 characteristics of genuine integrity are not just things to be admired, but also practices that each of us can adopt into our own lives. We identify ourselves with the values of truth, compassion, and mindfulness when we exhibit these qualities. By doing this, we enhance our own lives and make a positive impact on a world that is more peaceful and kind. Buddhism emphasizes that integrity is a quality we acquire via conscious practice and altruistic deeds, not something we are born with. We become closer to a condition of inner calm and spiritual fulfillment as we endeavor to incorporate these qualities into our everyday lives. We walk the path of true integrity when we respect other people's time, are genuine and honest, speak the truth, refrain from manipulation, have faith in people, apologize, show kindness, assist others, maintain humility, and show compassion for those in need. This path not only leads to our own happiness, but also to the betterment of all living things. Buddhism teaches that true integrity is about living a life that represents our core beliefs and our connectivity with all living things, not merely about following moral laws. It is a practice that cultivates a world full of kindness, truth, and compassion, and moves us closer to enlightenment. In order to provide harmony and peace to both the outside world and ourselves, may these lessons encourage us to pursue genuine integrity in our own lives.